Hello. Last class I had done set. What is the introduction of set, the definition of set, and representation of set in different form. What I call set? Set is the collection of well-defined objects of same type, and the two ways to represent the set: set builder form and roster form. So today I will start different types of sets. Types of sets. Now, first is empty set. Empty set. What is empty set? This is also known as null set. Empty set or null set. What is empty set? A set containing no element. That is, a set which has no element in it is called empty set. Set which has no element in it is called empty set. It is represented by phi or this braces, phi or braces, closed braces. Suppose, for example, a x such that x is an even prime number more than 2. So there is no even prime number more than 2, as prime number has two its factors, itself and 1. The 2 has having two factors, itself and 1, but other even numbers have more than 2 factors. So the set is empty set, or it is. Now next set is finite set. Finite set. This is the set containing finite number of elements, that is fixed number of elements which can be counted. That is a set containing finite or fixed number of elements. It is called a finite set. For example, a x such that x is a prime number less than 10. So this can be written as less than 10 prime number, 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the, so it has fixed number of elements. So it is a finite set. Next is infinite set. Infinite set. Now, a set containing infinite number of elements. A set containing infinite number of elements in it. A set containing infinite number of elements in it is called an infinite set. For example, a set of any set of real number, a x such that x is a real number. This is, or b, a set of stars in sky. It is infinite set. Now I will go for another types of sets. Next is singleton set. Singleton set. What is singleton set? Single means one. The set containing only one number of element is called a singleton set. A set containing only one element in it is a singleton set. For example, suppose A, this is 0, this is a singleton set. Now, next is equal sets. Now, two sets are said to be equal if they have exactly same element. Two sets, equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have exactly same element in them. If they have exactly same element in them. Same elements. For example, A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and B equal to X, that X is a natural number less than 5. So here B is X is a set of natural number less than 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, A equal to B. This is called equal sets. It is written as equal sets. Now, two sets, unequal sets, if they don't have same number, same elements, exactly same elements, then they are called unequal sets. Suppose if A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B equal to 2, 3, 4. So here A contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and B contains 2, 3, 4. The A has one more element. Therefore, A is not equal to B. You see that A and B are unequal sets. Now, equivalent sets. Two finite sets are said to be equivalent if they have same number of elements. Same number of elements. That is equivalent sets. Equivalent sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent if they have same number of elements. If they have same number of elements, irrespective of the positions of elements. Suppose A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 5, 3, 2, 1. Now here A is equivalent to B. Now two equal sets are always equivalent, but two equivalent sets are not always equal. That is, two equal sets are always equivalent, but two equivalent sets may not be equal. Because equivalent sets may have number of elements we say, but it is not mandatory that the same number of same elements will be there. For example, suppose here for n equivalent we can write NA equal to NB. Number of elements in A equal to number of elements in B, it denoted by NA. Now, disjoint sets. What is disjoint? Disjoint. Two sets A and B are said to be disjoint sets if they have no element common in them. Two sets A and B are said to be disjoint if they have no element common in them. Common in them. That is, they don't have any element common in them. Suppose, for example, A equal to X such that X is a vowel of English alphabet and B X such that X is a consonant of English alphabet. Here there is no elements common in A and B. Therefore, A and B are disjoint set. Since they don't have any, they are disjoint sets. Since they don't have any element common in them. Now, let us come to subsets. A set A is said to be subset of set B if every element of A is also an element of B. Subset. Subset. A set A is said to be a subset of set B if every element of A are the elements of set B. If every element of set A are the element of set B. That is, if A and B are two sets and each and every element of set A are the elements of set B also, then A is called a subset of B. It is written as A is the subset of B. Suppose, for example, A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B equal to X, such that X is a natural number less than 10. So, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all natural number. It is less than 10 also. So, A is the, since all elements of A, B can be, if you write in tablet form, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Less than 10. So, see, all elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the elements of this. Since all elements of A are also the elements of set B, therefore A is the subset of B. Now, here, if A is the subset of B, now if all elements of A does not belong to B, that is, if all elements of set A are not the elements of set B, then A is not subset of. If all elements of set A do not belong to set B, then A is not a subset of B. How? Suppose A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to prime numbers. X is a prime number less than 5. Here B equal to less than 10. Suppose here B equal to what I can write. This is 2, 3, 5, 7. Now see, all elements of set A are not in set B. Therefore, A is not a subset of B. Not a subset. Now in this case, now since all elements of A belong to set B also, therefore A is the subset of A. B, in this case, B is called superset of A. B is called superset of A. That is, B B is called superset of A. Here A is the subset of B and B is the superset of A. That is, B is a superset of A. Now, if A is if A is the subset of B, in that case B is the superset of, as this is the symbol written. Now, one more thing. If A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, then A equal to B. That is, if and only if. This implies that this can be written as if A superset of B and B a subset of B. A is the subset of B, B is the, that is both ways implies A equal to B. This is also called if and only if, or it is written as IFF, if. So, if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of B, that double implies A equal to B, or it is written as if and only if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, then A equal to B. That is, A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A if A equal to B, and vice versa. Now, let us say proper subset. What is proper subset? Proper subset. Suppose A and B are two sets and A is the subset of B and A is not equal to B. Proper subset. Now, if A and B are two sets and A is the subset of B, but A is not equal to B, then set A is the superset of is the proper subset of set B. It is written as A. What I told, it is, suppose A equal to, example 1, 2, 3 and B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, A is the super subset of B. Super subset of B. This is how it is. Super subset of B. How it is written. This is. Now, one more among the real numbers and natural numbers. Suppose N, natural number, is the subset of integers. Integer is a subset of rational number. Rational number is a subset of real number. But, and this is irrational number. T is a subset of real number. This is irrational number. Irrational number denoted by T. It is, but Tn is not a subset of irrational number. N is not a subset of irrational number. So what I told, natural number is a subset of integer, which is a subset of rational number, and that is the subset of real number. Now, T, irrational number, is a subset of real number, but natural number is not a subset of irrational number. Now, some other points. So, what I told you, these are the types of subsets. Now, some points to be noted. Some points, every set is the subset of itself. So, every set is the subset of itself and not proper subset of itself. So, first point, note, every set is the subset of itself. So, whatever the set you are taking, it is a subset of it. Why it is subset? Because every element of that set belongs to that set itself. So, every set is the subset, but it is a set. Every set is not a proper subset of itself. It is not a proper subset of itself. of itself, because all elements of set A, suppose A is the set, of elements of set A belongs to set A. That's why every set is the subset of itself, but every set is not a proper subset of it. That is notation you can write, every set is a subset of, but every set is not a proper subset of itself. Number 2, empty set is the subset of all set. Empty set is a subset of all set. That is 5 is a subset of A. If A equal to B, then if a set A equal to B, then A is a subset of B and B is the subset of A. B is the subset of. And one more thing, if A is the subset of B and A is not equal to B, therefore A is the proper subset of B. These are the conditions. So I told if A equal to B, then A is the subset of B and B is the subset of. That implies this. But what is, if A is the subset of B and A is not equal to B, then A is the proper subset of B. Next point. Now, if a set A contains n number of elements, if a set A contains n number of elements, then the number of subsets of set A is given by 2 to the power n, and number of proper subsets, if a set A contains n number of elements, then the number of subsets of A be 2 to the power n. But number of proper subsets of A be 2 to the power n minus 1. This is to be noted. This is the number of subset and this is the number of proper subset. So if an set contains n number of elements, then the number of subsets of that set is 2 to the power n. But if but number of proper subset of that set will be 2 to the power n minus 1. Now, one more point. 5 is the proper subset of every set, but it is not the proper subset of itself. So what is that? 5 means null set. Null set is the proper subset of each and every set, but it is not the proper subset of itself.